Hey, MadLab Nation, how you guys doing? Rainmaker 201 podcast. Greg Mack here. Busy days, right? When you wake up in the morning, you're going 1,000 miles an hour probably. You got lots to do, things to get done, people to see, work to do, eat, work out. It's crazy, right? It seems like everybody's so busy these days. And so you got to remember this when you're calling a suspect or a prospect, or you run into someone out in your community and you say hello, and right, you apply the 3-foot rule and you introduce yourself to someone and just kind of start talking and seeing where that conversation goes. Maybe you deliver a 30-second commercial and you're talking to this person. And so you just have to keep in mind that, your transaction with them, whether it's on the phone or in person, is like one of 100 things that's happening in the stream of their day. And so, don't be surprised when you get the sense that when you're talking to a suspect or prospect, they're not all there with you yet. And they've got their mind like me, or maybe like you, on what they just did and what they got to do now. And maybe they're trying to think simultaneously about what's got to go on here in the near future, and that's what they're thinking about. And multitasking really isn't very effective, but we all try to pull it off, don't we? And so this is why when you meet somebody on the phone or in person, stranger, you got to slow down a little bit and recognize that you're not connected necessarily to their stream of consciousness, their flow of life, and to try to get into that momentum. What I encourage you guys to do is go from the present, right, in the conversation you're having, and then if they start talking or mentioning something about a problem with their body or their health or whatever, take them into the past and start talking about the past and asking questions about the past, and when all this started and how long they've been thinking about it and how long they might be worried about it or whatever they say. And then start building the narrative and the story back up to the present, and then start projecting out into the future. What are they going to do about it, and what happens if it doesn't change, and what kind of things are they thinking about doing, and have they thought about trying anything new? And so, this very simple getting to the narrative, past, present, and future process in terms of how to structure the big picture of the interview is really critical for you to try to get in step with the momentum of their day and the momentum of their life, because they have this inertia and they're moving forward, and all of a sudden you show up, call them on the phone and run into them some grocery store or out in Starbucks, and they're not expecting you to be joining their stream of consciousness, their flow. And so it takes a lot of energy, right, to move a body, if you want to get into some physics, and the amount of energy it takes to change the trajectory of some mass moving or staying in position in space. And so don't be surprised that it takes some energy and a little bit of time to see if they'll start moving or consider changing the acceleration of their trajectory, and start to maybe come a little bit more on your side of the trajectory and let you join into that, let alone as they join into yours, right? And so keep this in mind during prospecting and suspecting, and down a little bit, use the past, present, future narrative to see if you can align with them. And we want to talk about the future, remember, not just the past and the present, because the future and putting their mindset in the future while you're talking to them now sets them up to be thinking about that. Because what are you hoping to invite them into in the future? A face-to-face consultation. And so we need them thinking about the future so that they might put you into the flow, the inertia, the momentum of their life, and fit you in. So don't be surprised, again, if there's a little struggle and a little resistance from the suspect or prospect as you try to move them out of their current trajectory and align it with yours, so you guys can partner up and hopefully for the rest of their lives have a professional relationship where you're helping them enjoy the incredible quality of life and benefits that come from regular exercise activity, properly structured, properly dosed, along with whatever you're doing in terms of eating and mental health, if you add that to your practice. And by golly, you just might pull this off, right? So, past, present, future, do it.